Matt Ryan is the definite Constantine. Justice League Dark is directed by Jay Oliva, written by Ernie Altbacker, and it stars Jason O'Mara as Batman, Matt Ryan as John Constantine, and Camilla Luddington as Zatanna. This story starts with a few people witnessing some demons, and these are hallucinations. Batman goes to recruit some fellows who are experts at magic, and then they start an investigation to find out what is going on. This features the characters from Justice League Dark such as John Constantine, Zatanna, Deadman, Swamp Thing, and the demon Etrigan / Jason Blood. These are characters that I know little about, to be honest. These are characters that what I know from them, I know from the Justice League animated shows, and from whatever movies they show up in, and from the show Constantine, which granted, in 13 episodes, is not much. I'm a huge fan of the DC animated films, but lately they have not been the best. Justice League Dark changes that. It is a very good movie. It is a very fun movie to watch. It has a very different formula that you usually see, and it has Batman, and you guys know me, I love my Batman, and they feature very different types of characters, and all the other characters are the ones that shine. I like that they include Batman, but I also like that Batman did not steal the spotlight from anyone. John Constantine is awesome in this movie. He's a pure badass, he doesn't give a crap about anyone or anything. John Constantine in here features every bit of sarcasm that we know him to have. It features every assholey quality that we know him to have. This guy is really, really unlikable, but in a weird way, that's the reason why we love John Constantine so much. And he's not exactly the lovable asshole type. He's just an asshole, but we know there are more layers to him. And in this movie, they display that very well with his relationships with the other characters and his interest in solving this case. He really doesn't care about much except a few people, and one of those people is Zatanna, and Zatanna is a boss in this film. She goes through a journey that I did not expect to have such quality in a DC animated film. They bring so much out of each other. All these characters bounce off one of each other and into the next character that comes into the picture, and I really love the dynamic of different characters that we saw in this. Batman has one awesome scene among many that he's talking to the entity that John Constantine created for the house, and she is revealing all the dark secrets of Batman. She's basically analyzing every single person that is in the room, and she's blabbing out about them. She says Batman is very tortured and he has lived a life of sorrow, and how does he cope with it? Here's Batman's response.
I have a butler.
That was enlightening.
That is a response that Batman would give, especially about something he doesn't really want to talk about. This story is basically an investigation. It feels very much like it's CSI Supernatural. They go to Jason Blood, they find out some stuff about Jason Blood, about his past, and don't worry, no spoilers in here. They go to Swamp Thing, asking him for help. They go into chasing Felix Faust, who we've seen before in the movies, and then in comes the real threat, which I'm not going to spoil because there are actually some surprises in that. The action set pieces in this movie are awesome. They are so great to see. They are very well animated. This is magic, and you feel that so much through the visuals and the sound design. It is so great to see such a different type of action in this film. And I like that the Justice League is not in this. They appear in the beginning to transition into the Justice League Dark members, and they show up in the end to give a bookend to the story. The characters are what shines the most in this film, and they are what progresses the most in this film. I love the characters in this film. All the voice actors were amazing. Zatanna stole the show to me personally, but all of them shine in this film. Except for one, and this is where it transitioned to the bad. Again, as I said, all the characters are great and they bounce off each other, but for the most part, Deadman doesn't do much in this film. He does one thing in the final battle, and that's it. He's here to be funny, and because he is a member of the Justice League Dark, but he didn't really have much to do throughout the whole film, and it's not a big film, it's 1 hour 15 minutes. As I said, the action set pieces are incredible, But this movie is an investigation, and it feels very much like CSI Supernatural. And you're just waiting for them to get to it, to the point, to the action sequences, and when they happen, they are awesome, but in total, they are about 15 minutes of the film. They are not all put together. They are not literally the last 15 minutes of the film, but still, they should have had more action. I needed more action in my film. I also wanted to see more from Swamp Thing. He isn't in a movie much, and there are some things in the final battle that quite shock you between all the characters, but Swamp Thing needed to have a bigger, a more meaty role in this film. The villain, which I'm not going to reveal what it is very badass. It's powerful. It's a powerful entity that gives real threat, and when it comes up on screen, you feel the threat that this villain represents. But it just comes up too suddenly. It doesn't really have much meat to it. It's this thing, and they know it's powerful, so you feel it's powerful. The threat you feel is because of what the other characters know from this character. You get some quick backstory, but that's it. Nothing more. It feels like the writers of this film really thought of the characters of the Justice League Dark and really knew about them, researched them, brought them to life in the best way possible, but then they realized they had to have a villain for a final showdown in this film. And then the villain just comes on, really shoved into the film, so we can have an awesome action sequence that I would not have done without, but still it feels crammed in that this character comes in to represent the real threat. I would have much rather have Felix Faust in this film as the main villain, or bring some known character, even if it was Trigon again, to the main fold. Justice League Dark is super fun. It features a whole lot of different characters that are very well realized. It features an interesting story that really peaks whenever there are action sequences in this film, and there are not many. It features my boy, the Batman, and that's always great. I will not complain about that. And it brings the DC animated movies to their former glory. It is one of the best, especially given their latest outcomes. The story could have used more meat, but it has great action sequences, it has great character and great character dynamics, a great work from all the cast. Hearing Matt Ryan play Constantine will always be a treat. With great action sequences, a great way to present these characters and bringing them to life, Justice League Dark is definitely one to watch, and it is definitely a collector's item. What did you think of Justice League Dark, my beautiful geekies? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and let me know as well your favorite DC animated movie. I have my review for La La Land on the channel, and my first live reaction to the Oscar nominations that came out yesterday. Go check those out. And tonight I'll have my review for Resident Evil, the final chapter. Hopefully. Don't forget to like this video and share with your beautiful friends. Tell them to click subscribe and the bell if they are new to the channel, and join the beautiful geeky community where we can be geeky united. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all. Stay beautiful. Stay geeky. Shit.